What's up guys, welcome to episode 297 of StreamWorld. Today we're actually going to be finishing something we started last episode, in which we're just going to basically just finish digging up some sand, digging up some sandstone, and then after that we're just going to terraform the entire area just so it's all grass and plains. So without any further ado, let's begin. So as you can see, I have done quite a lot of progress ever since I last played. I mean, I was up until 5 o'clock this morning trying to get the whole thing finished, and not gonna lie, I think I've done a good job. I did patch up some of the holes with grass. Just gonna quickly make sure. Just making sure. Yeah, so I patched up some holes with grass, as you can clearly see. And if I'm being honest, I think I've done a good job. We've still got quite a lot to do. We've just still got this entire area over here, but that shouldn't really be an issue considering the fact that we're going to go back to manual labour again. And yeah, I think that'll do. I think the speed's a little too fast, so yeah, it don't matter. Alright. Anyways, stick that there, switch game modes, and I mean, to be fair, the speed's okay, but at the same time, I feel like it's a little too fast. Yeah, it's definitely way too quick, but at the same time, it does kind of work. So just to fix that, I'm just gonna clear the speed effect. And instead, I'm just gonna lower it down to about 5. Yeah, that's much better now. Yeah, this may seem a little bit boring to some viewers, but at the same time, the work will pay off, I promise you. Because the idea I actually have in mind for this area is actually quite good. And hopefully, with what I have in mind, will hopefully not, like, just not pay off at all. I mean, if you're curious to know like what I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to tell you exactly at the minute, but I think with some of the builds that I'm going to be building, I think it will kind of give you a brief hint as for what I have going on inside my mind. The thing is, I don't really want to spoil the idea I have, because I tell you, it's going to be cool. Because I mean, with all the mods I have, this place is going to be amazing. I mean, check out the speed on that. All I've got to do is keep going back and forth, and this entire little this mini desert just falls. I mean, to be fair, I'm probably going to spend probably the next like 2 hours working on this. So I reckon by then, the majority of this area should be completely wiped. And yes, as always, I will continue working on this briefly after I end the recording. If I'm being honest, with the area I mined out literally this morning, I'd probably say it took me probably about, I'm going to say at least, I think it was about 7 hours. Whoa, okay. It took me about 7 hours to finish, and it probably took me, I think it took me about, I'm going to say about 10 to... Okay, as I was saying, yeah, it took me probably about like 10 shovels and probably about 5 pickaxes to get through the entire thing. So if I'm being honest, the whole major thing that I'm actually like breaking over here is genuinely sand. There isn't actually that much sandstone to even break. Also, yeah, let's just head to sleep real quick. That should, in fact, get rid of the majority of the mobs outside. Like you've probably noticed I've mined way more sand than I have sandstone. And yeah, the reason why is because we're in a desert, and pretty much there isn't that much sandstone slash stone slash whatever else is down here. There isn't that much to even destroy if you're mining above sea level. Like, which in fact the sea level is in fact Y62, because if I check my coordinates, currently I'm standing on 63, but when I stand inside the water it's 62. Everyone always says the sea level is always at 63, but at the same time, if it was 63, you'd be standing literally on top of the water right now. Just like how I showed you just. In fact, right now I would be standing on top of the water at 63, but when I drop in, it's 62. So, if anyone ever asks you what the sea level is in Minecraft, it's always, and I think it pretty much always has been 62. Just people say 63 for some reason, I'm not sure why. But I could be wrong, maybe it is 63, but from what I'm just showed you, I'm pretty sure the water level is 62. I mean, some people could tell me to use torches rather than just breaking all the sand on its own, because it saves durability and stuff. But yeah, again, it is much slower than what I'm doing right now. Like, I reckon with an entire row, I could probably clear this out with what I'm doing now far more quicker than if I was to use torches. Crazy, we're already down 2 shovels. Like, it's actually crazy how much we've actually got to destroy. But I tell you, terraforming a desert into something that I have on my mind, I feel like is a really, really good idea. It's just I'm hoping for this episode I can actually finish what I've done, just so I can prove how it even took me about 8 hours to even finish the whole thing. Because some people would think I'm lying, and they'll be like, nah, that's going to either take way longer or way less. But genuinely, it did take me around 8 hours. Not on the dot, but it was around 8 hours. Probably say about 8 hours and like 19 minutes, 20 minutes, say. I don't know, but you see that little timer underneath the amount of days I've spent on this world? Well, all I'm going to say is with that, it pretty much was. Yeah, so that reached about 8 hours. This feels like I have a beacon nearby. I've got speed and saturation. No, speed and haste, which are both effects from a beacon. Also, that reminds me, with the Doom live streams, they're not actually finished, as I will be resuming them next year. It's just, for now, I want to focus more on StreamWorld, and then pretty much after that, I just want to make sure that once all the episodes I want to do for StreamWorld are done, which hopefully will get me up to episode 300 by the end of the year, that's when I can resume Doom. Because yet again, next year for my channel, I'm going to mention this in a video coming out soon, the next year for this channel will be mainly Doom based, and even some Minecraft streams will be Doom based, because of course Doom the Dark Ages is coming out next year, and if I can get my hands on that game as soon as possible, I will stream it, if I can. Seriously, Doom Eternal is probably one of my favourite Doom games out there at the minute, and a very close first place is Doom 2. Doom 1 is okay, but it just lacks some of the things that Doom 2 has, which is the reason why Doom 2 is basically Doom 1, but mainly a full release. Because, like Doom 1 kind of feels more like a demo rather than like a full game, and then Doom 2 just takes Doom 1 and just amplifies it to the max. Like there's way more enemies that we've came to love to the modern day, and I just heard the cat. Anyways, so next year for this channel will be mainly Doom based. There will be some Minecraft as well, but it's going to be mainly Doom. Like if you compare the amount of Doom streams I've done this year and compare it with the amount of Minecraft streams I've done this year, you will notice that Minecraft is way more superior than Doom. But next year that's going to change. But not only that, I turn 18 next year, so pretty much I can play whatever 18 rated game I want. Even though at the minute I do play GTA, even though I'm 17. But yeah, again, I know people who are like 12 who play GTA. Like my cousin. Like my cousin's 12 years old and he plays GTA. It's crazy. But I tell you, my cousin's weird, bro. I tell you. Like, like some of the things he does is on a completely different level. Like, thing is, I've said this to everyone, but I'm really good at matching everyone's energy. Like if someone starts screaming at like a concert, then I do the same. But with my cousin, I'm not talking about Ethan, I'm talking about his little brother Toby, my younger cousin. Like, I can't match his energy at all. Because seriously, like, his energy's on another level. It's insane. Like, I'm convinced he has autism, just like his brother, who's Ethan. But yet again, I've asked Dawn, and she said she doesn't actually know, to be fair. Ooh, actually. There we go. Got AO Squidge Games in chat, you know. Big up my man. Back out again with a Minecraft stream. No, at the minute it's not a stream. No, what am I saying? It is a stream, of course. No, it's not a server at the minute, but I am thinking that I might open it up as a server soon. But at the same time, I'm worried that people might destroy the server. Ooh. Okay, it just did that for me. I'm worried that people might destroy the server. I mean, even though the server's already been destroyed itself. But yeah, again, I didn't even open it up as a server, so it's unrelated. But I feel like one day I will open it up as a server and get people to join. But I think the first kind of hint to the fact that I will open it up as a server is I will do a stream where I do have someone on the world, whether it's my cousin or one of my mates. Just the only issue with opening it up as a server is that I'm basically playing Minecraft with a bunch of people I don't know. Yeah, I need to fill in some holes. Okay, you've got to be joking. There we go. Okay. You certainly am. So am I, to be fair. I mean, I literally disappeared off the face of the internet for... I literally disappeared off the face of the internet for probably about a couple months. Like, it got to the point where like it reached April time, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna quit YouTube for a while. Turns out I actually didn't. I was just working on a movie, as all of you should know because you're subscribed, right? And then I came back to YouTube in October, and I was saying like, yeah, so the movie will be releasing on this day and whatnot. And then of course it did release, and to be fair, I haven't even checked on the views or whatnot. No. To be fair, I know it definitely would be like up there with all my most viewed videos. I know that for a fact. Because the quality was awful, the frame rate dropped a few times, and pretty much I could have definitely improved it a lot. And yeah, I mean, I didn't really disappear off the face of the internet. I kind of just took a break in a way. Like I was still posting on like TikTok and Instagram and whatnot, but I just wasn't doing it as much. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, my TikTok's actually doing quite well. Like I remember a couple of years ago, I remember saying like, my TikTok has like over 100 followers, like 170 something followers, but on YouTube I only have like 50 subscribers. So basically I kept saying like on TikTok to subscribe to the channel so that I could basically transfer my TikTok followers to YouTube, my main platform. And it did kind of work, but at the same time, it is kind of a hassle. The fact that like people don't really want to be moving platforms just to see like your main source of content. But to be fair, I am mainly a YouTuber rather than a TikToker, because even though I've changed my TikTok page a few times, rather than posting just videos of me being in it, I decided to change it to a meme channel where I post memes on there. I post probably about 9 memes every week. And then I thought, you know what, that's not really helping. Then I realised that I follow so many TikTok pages that focus on Fruitig Aero. So now I realised, you know what, if I make my TikTok page a Fruitig Aero page, maybe I might get some more followers. And believe it or not, it actually worked. As right now, I probably say I have about... Actually, how many followers do I have on TikTok? I'm just genuinely curious. Let's have a look. Also, if any of you ever use my phone, just let you know, if you want to access TikTok, you've got to open up Musical.ly. Yeah, I've got a thing. Yeah, 188 followers on bloody what's it called. So to be fair, I'm not really that far off my main YouTube channel subscribers. And to be fair, the kind of videos I upload on there, I kind of just Fruitig Aero stuff. Like I posted this. When did I upload that? Okay, I uploaded that back in July, and then I posted that back in September, and then I posted my most recent one a couple of days ago. If I'm being completely honest, with the whole Fruitig Aero stuff, I think I am doing quite well. Let's see. First video, 875 views. Second video, 223 views. And I've got a total of 231 likes over both. Yeah, that doesn't add up. That adds up to 120. Never mind, don't know. But if you want to follow me on TikTok, it's Frudiger_Aero_GJYT_2007. That is my TikTok, and all I'm going to say is I will post another Frudiger Aero post pretty much soon. I'm probably going to leave it to New Year, just like I'm doing with most things at the minute. It's just like I've got a lot of ideas, but at the same time I don't want to shove them all into like the end, like towards the end of the year. I feel like if I start working on them at the start of next year, I feel like it'd be much cleaner and much easier for me. So that's pretty much the whole reason why, like some of my giant ideas, I'm just not working on them like right now. Like, I mean, for the fact that I was going to build a city in StreamWorld, then I kind of just gave up on it. And then, of course, I carried on with it and created another city, and then gave up on that as well. Like, to be fair, with some really good ideas, I do tend to give up on them quite easily. After realising, like, yeah, this just isn't going to work out for me and whatnot. So, I just scrap it. But this time, with this idea that I have in mind, I'm not gonna back down on it, and I'm just gonna keep working on it until I think it looks perfect. And what I'm doing right now, this is just the beginning. This will all be finished. Mind all this will all be finished by tonight, I reckon. Or maybe tomorrow morning. But yeah, you know, I have got to be careful with doing stuff like this because I do have work tomorrow at 12, and pretty much I do want to kind of get up early so I can have breakfast and basically work on this some more. And maybe the next stream you see, I think I might have a building ready to show you that will basically kind of sediment the idea I have in my mind. You'll see it and you'll go, oh, he's building a something. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to go for. And also, don't take that, oh, he's building a something out of context. I know what some of you lot are like on the internet. And I'll tell you, you are worse than me. Well, you're worse than what I was like, should I say. So I'll tell you, when I was younger, I was a bad man, you know. Like, well, no, I can't really say bad man. Like, bad kids, kind of. Like, genuinely, I used to mess about when I was younger. Like, really, really young. I was like Bart Simpson, basically. The age of like, no, basically, no, rephrasing that. I basically was Bart Simpson, like at the age of 10. Like, whenever, like, no one was around me, like, it was just me, my brother, and whatnot. Like, I used to just mess about. Like, it got to the point where I literally bullied my brother for, like, I'm gonna say about 5 years. And then I thought, you know what, it's a little bit much. After I realised he started getting used to it and just didn't even care. So I thought, you know what, I'll switch to banter instead. Banter's quite fun. And yeah, I stuck with banter ever since. Like, I never bullied my brother. Never. Like, right now, 17-year-old Josh Malpass would never, will never bully anyone at all. And anything that does look remotely like I'm bullying them, don't worry, it's just banter. No one's a victim. And plus, with banter, yeah, they can get me back. Like, I could call someone a name, and then they could say something like, "Oh yeah, but so and so," and basically get me back. The thing is, like, out of these few months that have gone by, I've learned how to manage my anger quite well. Like I do get quite angry a lot sometimes, but like it's not like it's not as bad as what it used to be. Like when I get angry during games, I just hit my desk, but I don't hit it as hard as like I want to break my desk. I hit it as a way as like me saying, okay, just let the anger out and use it to calm down. In which it works. After I hit my desk a few times, I do tend to calm down. The only issue is that if I hit my desk a little too hard, I'm pretty sure I am going to break it. Because if any of you know my... If any of you know my true strength, you will know that I do have the capability of breaking a table with my bare hand. And I've almost done it before. With my old desk, I hit it so hard one time that the glass literally cracked. Like on the desk, there was some giant crack that was spreaded all over my desk. I'm pretty sure I did take a photo of it, but I can't really find the photo. If I ever find the photo, I will show you. But seriously, the damage was crazy. Like I was even shocked. Like I was just playing. I can't remember what game I was playing now. I think it was a Roblox game, and basically, because I had been doing the same thing for hours, I got so angry I just hit it as hard as I could, and literally the glass just cracked. I mean, it's a good thing I got rid of that desk now, and I've got a better one that's like an L shape, because pretty much it just means that I can multitask. Basically, I could have gaming stuff over here and over here. I could just like write stuff down. It's quite useful for online learning. I just realised tomorrow's. Wait, hold on. What day is it today? Is it? Oh, it's a Saturday. Oh shit! I thought today was a Sunday. I don't know why. I was literally about to say it's a bit weird that I'm going to be working tomorrow on a Monday. But yeah, I'm still working on a Monday. But still, I thought today was Sunday. Oh wow. I need to be more aware of dates and times. Otherwise, I'm going to be getting into trouble for forgetting the dates. Like imagine I just don't turn up to work after thinking it was like a Wednesday or something. Like that would be terrible. 'Cause the thing is, like with work at the minute, like I don't really think that I've got a good impression on the business. Because even though I'm good at my job, like I'm really, really good at my job. I just feel like that due to like the place where I live, and also like the fact that I struggle to sleep at night sometimes, it kind of puts me in a very bad position where like if people were to ask me like, so what is Josh like in terms of punctuality, they'd all say, well, you see, he turns up a lot of the time, but on quite a lot of occasions he is late. And like they'll explain like, do you know the reasons why he was late? And then they'll either say, well, yeah, because he lives quite a distance. No, he lives a little bit far away from here, but at the same time, it does take him about half an hour to get to here and whatnot. But then other times they'll probably say, well, one time he completely missed his shift called us after his shift had ended and said that he overslept. Because that is true. I did actually oversleep one time, but when I did go into work to explain to them what happened, they did understand. And believe it or not, the funniest part was my boss thought I was drinking the night before, because I mentioned a pub, and the fact that me and my mates went to a pub. Well, me and my mate went to a pub, more like. But the truth was that I had something to eat at a pub that made me feel quite sick, and because of that, I did actually set an alarm, but because I was so ill, I didn't wake up to it and had temporary deafness while I slept. Because to be fair, I do kind of have temporary deafness when I go to sleep. Like, sometimes I don't hear my alarm clock when it goes off. So basically I just have to figure a way out around it. But to be fair, in the video that I've got coming out soon, I am gonna be talking about some changes that I'm gonna do. Because the thing is, I turn 18 next year. Well, three months from now. So basically less than a year. I turn 18. And I tell you, the stuff I'm doing right now, like, some of that stuff's gonna end. Like, there's no way that at the age of 18, while I've got a job and I've got like important things to do, like college, there is no way I'm going to be staying up late. The thing is, for probably the past, I'm going to say at least 12 years, maybe 11 years, 10 years, I don't know. I've been staying up literally late at night just playing on games and whatnot. Like, it all started from the Nintendo DS, as pretty much everyone's did. And then it slowly moved towards like a 3DS, then a Nintendo Switch, and then eventually an Xbox, and then of course now a computer. And all I'm gonna say is, the moment I turn 18 on the, so basically at, I think it's 2:53 AM on March 17th of 2025. The moment it hits that, I will hopefully never stay up late ever again. Like, well, I will stay up late, but not as late as like what I do now. Like, I was up until 5 in the morning just playing around with VirtualBox. Like, that's not healthy for me at all. If you was to ask me, that is probably the most unhealthy thing I probably do. Like, even some of the foods I eat, like, I mostly eat like pizzas and burgers, occasionally chicken dinners, and basically stuff that has protein. Like I'm a protein guy. Like, mainly the majority of the foods I eat are protein. Oh, nice. Like, I mean, even though it's good that I'm eating protein more than like any other types of food and whatnot, the issue with that is that I need other things too. I need carbs, I need vegetables. I can't just live by only eating protein. I mean, dairy, it's got to be dairy and proteins that are my biggest. Because the thing is, I love cheese. Cheese is probably one of my favourite foods. Not coming from the fact that I'm French and whatnot, or like the fact that I might be Italian, but I don't actually know. It just casually makes sense that if I was to eat a lot of cheese, then naturally I'm getting my protein and dairy, because cheese does contain milk. Most cheeses do. So yeah, it just human natural basically. Just eat cheese and that's a 2-1. But the cheese I do eat the most is probably cheddar, American, and Red Leicester. I did try Swiss one time and I wasn't really a big fan. It did taste okay, but it tasted way too mild. And with me, I like my cheese quite mature. Because the thing is, I like the cheesiness. That's the reason why I like cheese so much. It's just the taste. Also, I didn't even realise that Manuel's in chat. I didn't even realise. I've just been ranting on about my life for so long. I literally completely forgot about the fact I had someone in chat. Oh man, Manuel, if you're still there, bro, I'm so sorry. Got my eyes on the game, and to be fair, I think I probably could take my eyes off the game for a little bit. It's just I don't want to mind the wrong things. But yeah, to be fair, with all my old viewers, like the people who've been watching me for probably about a year now, which pretty sure I can't really name any names, but I'm pretty sure there are a few people who've been watching me for like the past year, like Digging XD or Sneaky XD, whatever his name is. I mean, he's been watching me for probably about a year, but at the same time he did kind of disappear for a while, so I don't really think it's a year. And also he's not even like around anymore. Not that he's dead. No, don't get that image in your head. But like the fact like he doesn't like tune into any streams like anymore. The last time he did, he told me that he pranked me by saying that he died. I mean, that wasn't even funny at all. Like, to be fair, I actually felt quite sad after hearing that, but when he said it was a prank, I was furious. Like, the thing is, with the fact that my great uncle, I think, don't really think he's I think he's my great uncle. Ever since my great uncle died, like, it does kind of feel weird when people like say that like they're gonna kill themselves and whatnot. Because the thing is, as of right now, I have lost 3 people who really do matter to me, or did matter to me the most. Who were, of course, my great uncle, my granddad, and also a close friend of mine. In which I do actually have a video coming out soon where I talk about what happened and basically how it made me feel. The thing is, just like what NWA said all those years ago, sometimes you just gotta express yourself, make yourself feel heard. And yeah, I might not be black, but still, at the end of the day, white, black, Asian, we're all humans at the end of the day, and everyone will at some point go through the same pain as what you have, whether it's losing someone or even just, I don't know, financial debt maybe, I don't know. But still, we're all human, we all have the same feelings, just change slightly. So sometimes if you speak out, you might come across someone who's already gone through your pain, and they can help you get through it. I mean, with me, when I found out that one of my friends had died, it really did feel like someone shot me in the heart and then just stomped on my corpse after I just deceased. Like, it really did hurt. And if I'm being completely honest, if it wasn't for my friends and my family, I probably genuinely would have completely been stuck in a very dark area for a very long time. considering the fact that at one point, me and my best mates, or me and my friend even, she, oh, yeah, she wasn't really my best mate, but she was on that level at some point because of the fact we used to talk all the time, and she'd always tell me about her problems and whatnot, so I just kind of helped her out in a way. Like, when I found out that she died, it really hurt. Like, I'm not even like exaggerating or whatnot. Like, it really hurt. Like my dad's was like, you know, it wasn't your fault that she passed away, and you know, there was nothing you could have really have done to help her and what or not. Considering the fact that like you kind of was like her therapist in a way, which was true. Because anytime she had a problem, she'd always come to me, and I'd just give her advice, and she'd either do it or she wouldn't. But yeah, of course she's gone now, and all I can really do is just move on and just keep her in the back of my mind, and just remember that all she really was to me was just a friend. But yeah, the only reason why it did deeply affect me was because we did actually become more than just best friends at one point, and it just hurts. And worst of all, I feel really bad for her parents. Like, literally, her parents literally lived just up the road from me, right up there, and like, I just feel bad. But even though they didn't really like me the last time they met me, like, I am still gonna like support them. And to be fair, in a video that I will be uploading sometime next year, once the whole things kind of died down, I did say that I was going to give him 100 quid just to make him feel better, but at the same time, I'm not really going to do that anymore, only because, if I'm being completely honest, I do actually need the money for myself, because I realised without money, my health, like my mental health, does decrease massively. Like when I'm unable to like buy food and stuff, it really does put me in a dark place. But not as bad as a dark place as where I went when my friend died. But yeah. I mean, to be fair, with the fact that my friend died, I did actually speak to one of her best friends, who, of course, I will keep her name private. I sat down with her in college, and I just said, you know, because of the fact she couldn't really tell me that much of the details, that basically oh yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I sat down with her in college, sat around a table. I told all my mates in college, like, yeah, you lot just go to lesson, I'm just going to sit and have a chat with one of my mates. And of course I was late to that lesson. But yeah, again, I didn't really care, because I did tell one of my tutors the reason why I was late, and of course they did. Of course, the difference between the college I go to now and the college that I used to go to, the tutor did feel a little bit of sympathy, and like he asked me if I was all right, and if everything's gonna be okay, and I was like, yeah, I just need a little bit of company to calm me down and take my mind off of it. In which, yeah, that worked. But still, I am thankful for. But you know, at the end of the day, everyone will die at some point, even you. It's just inevitable. But the one thing I will say to kind of get that sour taste out of your mouth after what I've just said, is that just if you're too scared to do something in life, I promise you, just do it. No matter what's holding you back. Because you never know what will happen. Like if you're too scared to ask out a girl, just go for it. Life is short. And the worst she can say is no. And of course, if she starts making fun of you and laughing at you and whatnot, don't be embarrassed. That's just her making a fool out of herself. At that point, just walk away and just be strong. And don't let your guard down. Because the thing is, as a guy in 2024, having sympathy and love even is very, very difficult for me. Like, the last time I was in a relationship, a full-on relationship, like a proper healthy relationship, was back in 2022, literally 2 years ago, with Belle. And even though I did get into a relationship with a girl in October, that only lasted a week because of the fact that, like, she was saying she wanted to be single for Christmas, like she does every year. At that point, I just got angry and broke up with her. But the pattern I've noticed is that anytime I get a girlfriend, I'm always the one who ends the relationship because of some stupid issue that I have. But that's the thing with guys. We can sense red flags, but we can't get hints from girls. If any girl gives us a hint, we have no fucking idea what they're trying to say to us at all. But when there's a sign that a girl is a red flag, we know. Like, as guys, we can sense red flags. Like, we're smart enough to know, but of course we're not quite smart enough to guess hints yet. But of course, we'll get there eventually. But all I'm going to say is, to every guy who's single and depressed right now, who is probably sitting in their room right now crying whilst watching this stream on their phone, what I will say is, there is someone out there for you. I promise you, whether it's a guy or a girl, there is someone out there for you who will literally cuddle you in their arms and tell you that everything will be okay. I mean, for me, I've already found that person, but it's a little bit complicated with them at the minute. Not that I'm saying, like, we're not friends or anything. It's just, I'll get to it in a sec, but I've got a friend called Lani, and if I'm being honest, she's probably one of the sweetest girls I've ever met. Like, it's gotten to the point where I'm convinced that we're soulmates. Because she matches my energy, and we both like pretty much similar things, and we both introduced each other to different kind of things. Like, she just explained to me, like, she basically taught me how to say some words in Hindi. Like, and she's white, so that's pretty impressive. The fact that she knows a little bit of Hindi. So, but to be fair, the only way she knew it, because she did tell me about this, was from one of her ex-boyfriends who she was with for 4 years, until they broke up quite recently. And ever since then, she's been single, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, I'm waiting until I turn 18, where it'll be safe, or well, it will be the safest, where I'm just going to swoop in and I'm just going to ask her out. And from that point onwards, I'm pretty sure my life will be pretty much complete. As there's only one person I want to spend the rest of my life with in this world, and it is Lani. And I mean, to be fair, the way that I'm going to tell her is going to be quite interesting, because if I'm being honest, I don't know. I don't know how I should tell her. Whether it's just me leaving her a gift with a note that says, like, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, or just the fact, like, or I just tell her in person. I just say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of waiting. Let's get together and let's grab life by the horns and let's just ride with it. Ride with it until we die. But at the same time, she does live in Halesowen at the minute, so it is quite difficult for me to pretty much reach her. It's not like my ex-girlfriend Belle, where I could literally just walk up the street to her and literally have just asked her out on the doorstep. Like with her, I've actually got to catch a bus all the way down to Dudley, and then from Dudley to Halesowen, and after that, it's terrible. I mean, worst of all, she's struggling with money at the minute, which didn't happen before when she was with her ex. As she did in fact have a job with me in Home Bargains at one point, and then she quit that because the hours were too small. And then from that point onwards, she's been just struggling with jobs. I feel like when I turn 18, if I could move in with Lani, I reckon what we could do is just scrap everything that has happened in the previous years and just start a new life from scratch and make sure it's perfect and make sure none of our past issues reach us. Like, I mean, I've been saying this for ages, but like, when I have enough money to move out, I'm going to move as far away from Wolverhampton as I can. Only because I just have bad memories in Wolverhampton. The only good memories I have in the UK were me going to Brixham, Golden Sands, aka Skegness, Cornwall, I don't know if I've said that already, but Brixham is kind of near there. Right, let me just head to sleep real quick. Yeah, so basically Brixham, Skegness, Manchester. I'm just trying to think of what else, because I can't really think of that much. Actually no, that was a really bad memory, to be fair. I was about to say Scotland, because I've been to Scotland, but I kid you not, I hated Scotland so much. Oh, come on. Like, with Scotland, it was probably one of the worst holidays I've ever been to. And Gran Canaria is a really close second. Because with Gran Canaria, my dad was just being a dick the whole time. But to be fair, still to this day, I don't actually know why. I continue, I don't actually know why my dad was being such a dick when we went to Gran Canaria. Like, either he was just in a bad mood or just, I don't know. He doesn't drink, so, well, he does drink, but he doesn't get drunk. He stays quite moderate, but I'm pretty sure he was just in a bad mood the whole holiday. That's the only thing I can think of, because the thing is, my dad, before Gran Canaria, my dad was never like the way he was before. Like, my dad's pretty chill, but like on some occasions he can be a little bit much in a way. Like of course he tells me things that like I don't really want to do. Like, say for example, he wants me to call someone rather than text them, even though I know for a fact that if I was to call someone, it will probably charge me more than just to text someone. Because I'm pretty sure every minute that you're on a call, you get charged like a couple of just tiny bit of money, and that's from the broadband, not the actual like phone itself. So basically, I'm just doing my dad a favour of just saving him money, because of the fact that for every minute I'm on a call with someone, I could be charged how much money. Which if I was to be on call with someone for like at least an hour, that would probably total up to probably around at least like £2, maybe. I haven't done the math, so I was just taking a guess. But yeah, I'm just doing my dad a favour, because I mean, £2 more in your bank is better than £2 less, and it always will be. Anyways, once I've lowered this layer down, so like the layer I'm doing right now, once I've done the layer below it, I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I'm going to grab a drink, something to eat, then I'm going to come back up and I'm going to finish the rest of this. Because I tell you, I want to hopefully finish all this by the time, just before tomorrow. And of course, if I don't finish it in time, then don't worry, because I will be working on it tonight as well, and I will do everything to make sure this is finished before the next episode. Because the thing is, I'm not going to be doing a stream tomorrow unless I get up early. If I don't get up early, the next stream I do will probably be Boxing Day. Wait a minute, I just realised something. I just realised the position we're in at the minute. So this is all we've got to do left. Now this is all we've got left. So if I just yeah, we don't have to do manual labour. All we got to do is just fly on over here, run the command, get rid of all that, and then we're just left with all this. Fly over to here, run the same command, and boom, we're done. Why do I always have to make things so difficult for myself? But to be fair, to answer that question, I don't actually know. But now we've got to convert this entire island from bloody sand and stone and diorite and granite and andesite, iron ore, coal ore, gravel. Yeah, we just got to turn all this into sand now. No, turn the sand and everything else into grass. But you know what? I deserve a break right now. So pretty much, I'm just going to give myself a head start with all this by just going to, from 5 blocks from here, I'm just going to work on this just to show you what I will be working on. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I'm actually quite happy to see some of my fans return. Like, I mean, I reckon the majority of them probably left after I stopped streaming for a while. But at the same time, sometimes you've got to understand that if you wait long enough, eventually you will see a different side to a situation. Like, that could literally mean anything, to be fair. Considering the fact, like, for example, if someone was to get accused of rape and put in prison, if you wait long enough, eventually there will be more evidence to prove that someone's either still guilty or innocent. And to be fair, that's my game right there. That's literally how I would win over like a case. Like, if someone completely jumps to the conclusion that I'm guilty of doing something, my first response will be just give it some time and wait for more evidence to come out to prove everything. And if I'm wrong, do what you must. Because the thing is, I hate losing, but at the same time, sometimes you've got to lose to win. Like, for example, like if you're really sad because a relationship isn't going well, of course you're gonna have to lose the person who you're dating in order for your life to get better. As much as it will hurt to do, the moment it happens, all that stress that you've been locking away, hiding from your partner, just goes into the air and never comes back. It just becomes nothing. I mean, to be fair, like in my case, I broke up with Belle because my life just could not withstand the amount of stress that she went through. Of course, no, I didn't leave her in the dark, of course. It's just, I just didn't want any of the drama or any of the stress that she was going through. I just didn't want to involve myself with it. All I wanted to do was live a happy life with a girl who I had a crush on for quite a while until I asked her out myself in 2021, in which then we started dating. And then from that point onwards, it just spiraled down after she blamed her mental health for everything. Like she would lash out at me sometimes, and I'd ask her what was going through her mind, and she said, I'm just feeling stressed. And all I'm going to say is my anger was literally a ticking bomb. My anger's always been like that. You can only piss me off to a certain limit before I just explode and let all the anger just destroy you. But that's literally how my body works. We can have a laugh and a joke, but if you piss me off too many times, the bomb. Well, first of all, the ice gets thinner, and soon you'll fall through, and then face the true power of the bomb, which people call anger. To be fair, there has been a few times, like while I've been doing like videos and streams and whatnot, where genuinely I have been holding back my anger because of like some fans or just something happens in a game. I get very wound up and I just hold my anger back. Like, to be fair, that one time where my controller just didn't connect to my computer, so I just decided to just pick up the thing and just throw it against a wall. Like, of course, I didn't really look angry. I tell you, I was furious. But it was a good thing I was able to calm myself down, and then I decided to take my anger out on the controller. Because if you saw by how fast I just grabbed grabbed the controller and just threw it against the wall like that, if you saw how fast the thing travelled, you would genuinely know that I was genuinely pissed. Okay. Anyways, so let's just quickly head to sleep. And I am just gonna go grab something to eat, grab something to drink. Then after that, we'll begin the conversion, which I'm looking forward to. Anyways, I'll be back in a few minutes.